Happy Homebrew Wednesday. So yeah, I was on Basic Brewing Radio. James Spencer liked my sour brewing project. He liked the playlist videos that I put together, and so he invited me to be on the radio show. I think we had a nice discussion about sour brewing. Hopefully it was informative for some people. Yeah, I'll include a link in the description here. You guys can click on it and listen to the interview. It's kind of an overview of the last 2 years for that sour project. Interview, my part of it goes for about 45 minutes or so. So yeah, I hope you guys check it out. And thanks again, James Spencer, for inviting me on the show. For those of you who aren't familiar with Basic Brewing, you should go to their YouTube channel and subscribe if you're not. They're probably one of the best produced homebrew channels on YouTube. But even better than that is their podcast. The podcast, you can subscribe on your phone. That's what I do, using an app called Dog Catcher for Android, or if you're on an iPhone, use iTunes. They do a lot of interesting experimental stuff. Some of my favorite programs are like their experiments with Brew Your Own magazine, where they'll have listeners and readers of Basic Brewing and readers of Brew Your Own do a collaborative experiment, and they all send in their results. For example, I think in 2012 they did one on primary versus secondary. Really, really interesting. So subscribe to them on YouTube and check out the podcast as well. The other thing I wanted to mention is Michael Tonsmeyer, author of The Mad Fermentationist, is coming out with a new book on homebrewing sour beers called American Sour Beers. You can pre-order now on Amazon.com. His blog has really inspired a lot of people over the last few years, including myself, to attempt homebrewing sour beers. And the community as a whole is making a lot of headway because of it. He's going to include a lot of information from his blog, a lot of information from professional brewers, other homebrewers who are doing sour beers. So I really can't wait for that book to come out. It should be coming out in May or June, he said on his blog, even though it says April on Amazon. So if it comes out a little bit late, don't be too angry about that. But I'll put a link below for his book. Go ahead and pre-order it if you're interested in sour home brewing. Cheers, guys, and happy Homebrew Wednesday.